What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Light back today with another YouTube video. And in today's video, we're going to be doing my favorite MCU, my top two favorite MCU moments from every Marvel Cinematic Universe film or movie. So yeah, uh, this is like a new series I'm kind of starting on this channel. I'm going to try and do 3 movies per video, just because that's like 6 scenes technically. But next video there'll be 2 scenes. It's kind of difficult to explain, but yeah. Just in case you're wondering, yeah. And yeah, I'll be trying to release these every week, or I'm gonna be trying to do at least 2 a week. Like I originally intended to do this by phase, but I want to explain why I like the scene and what's happening too. So that's why I'm doing only 3 scenes. Because that could technically span like 3 or 10 minutes or whatever, explaining 3 scenes. So, or I mean 3 movies or whatever. So yeah, that's the reasoning why I am doing it like this. So I would say expect part 2 to come out sometime this week. Um, yeah. So yeah, the MCU has about 23 movies. Yeah. But I count it as 22. I'm not doing the shows or whatever, because I realized by the time I finish this series, Falcon and Winter Soldier, there would have been probably 2 episodes probably out or something like that. So yeah, it hasn't come out when I'm starting filming this series. And also WandaVision, I'm not gonna do as yet. I just felt like I'm doing this for movies only. I might do this again, but with shows and probably next year. I think I'll do it like every year. I'll maybe try to do it. Like once we see more movies like Black Widow, Shang-Chi, and all that, I'll eventually do that. But and include like WandaVision and Falcon Winter Soldier and stuff like that. So yeah, you can see here a bunch of stuff. Sorry, that includes the Defenders. They're decanonized now. I don't know why that picture has it, but yeah. Let's get into this. So, the first moment, it's from Iron Man, the movie that started it all, and it's gonna be the Iron. Basically, when Tony escapes, um, when he escapes the cave back in, I don't know what it was. I don't know what country it was. I can't remember, but yeah, he basically escapes that country armed with whether it was like, I don't know if it's terrorists or whatever, but evil people, pretty much, and they held him captive. And he had basically, I think it's Mark One, I believe it is, but yeah, I think that's what he calls it, Mark One. Uh, yeah, I just love this scene. It was really good, especially him just suiting up and fighting off these guys. It was just, I think it was really good, and a really good scene. I really enjoy the scene throughout the movie, or when it happens in the movie. The action, it doesn't really say anything though, but the action was really good. Yeah, it was just a really good scene. Very nostalgic to me as well. So yeah, let's get on to the next one. The next one's gonna be when he first Iron Man. The next scene would be when he first created the suit, and this is like, I think it's Mark Two, right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's Mark Two. Uh, it's basically when he first created the suit, and he's getting ready to get in it and just go fly around and whatnot. So yeah, I think this was like an just awesome scene. And one thing I have to say as well is I cannot remember. I know definitely for this movie they came, like the first suit up was before this one. I don't know if they're gonna be in order, just so you guys know. So yeah, but yeah, this scene was awesome. Again, nostalgic to me. Really good. It's kind of funny too, kind of, and it was kind of like, oh wow, this guy looks sick, kind of moment. Um, Really cool. And again, it wasn't like too CGI or anything. So yeah. And yeah, I don't think I said this, but a rule is for these videos is I'm not allowed to be using final battles and stuff. So like their final showdown. Just want to make that clear. Yeah. So yeah, this was just I really enjoyed this. Yeah, really good scene as well, or moment, or whatever you want to call it. I personally call it moment slash scene. You can call it whatever. Part. I don't know. But yeah. Now we're moving on to Iron Man 2. Now this scene is gotta be my favorite scene. One of my favorite scenes. I love this scene. I know a lot of people are like, Iron Man 2 sucks, whatever. But you guys can't even lie. This scene was sick. Especially the visual effects at the time. It was like, what, 2011 or something like that? And these visual effects were great. Um, yeah, if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's the scene where Whiplash or Ivan Vanko or whatever pretty much attacks. He attacks Tony, who's in a race in like I think it's Italy or France, somewhere in Europe, pretty much. But yeah, he attacks him, and yeah, he basically blows up the racetrack and whatever, killing race drivers, whatever, and that happens. And then Tony, I mean Happy and Pepper, they get in their Rolls Royce, smash into him into the fence, and then Tony's like, "Give me the briefcase," and then Pepper gives it to him, and he suits up in a crazy fashion. I think that scene's gold. It's so awesome. Really enjoyed that scene. Then he just beats up Ivan Vanko, and yeah, I really like this scene. It's one of my favorites for sure. Yeah. Next up is going to be kind of a superhero fight kind of thing. It's not really a superhero fight, but it's going to be where Iron Man or Tony Stark versus I'm not gonna say War Machine. I'm gonna say just Rhodey or James Rhodes or whatever you want to call him. I call him Rhodey because that's what Iron Man calls him. But yeah, yeah, I'm not gonna call him War Machine because technically this is not War Machine. Um, yeah, this was just really cool. It was just awesome. Just the fighting and stuff was really good. Dialogue was really fun, and it was kind of funny too at the same time. I don't think it was meant to be funny, but I kind of laughed a bit because some of the acting is a little bit cringe. But yeah, um, yeah, I remember watching it, and I used to be like, "Oh, James Rhodes, you're like such a bummer." But like as I grew up, I realized kind of why he was doing that, and I understand kind of. So yeah, this was a good fight. I really enjoyed it. Um, yeah, really enjoyed it. Yeah, probably it's not my favorite moment, but it was really good. Especially the fighting and stuff, and it wasn't too bad at CGI as well, which is really good. Really enjoyed that part aspect of it. Yeah. So yeah, let's go on to the third movie for this video. It's gonna be Thor movie, Thor one, whatever. I call it's technically called Thor, but sometimes I call it Thor one, in case you're wondering. So yeah. It, yeah, you guys know I've been pretty vocal about it, but I just like this movie a lot. Yeah, but it still has some redeemable qualities and whatnot. Um, yeah, and the part I picked is going to be the scene where Thor is basically trying to get Mjolnir back, but he can't really get it back, and he's fighting Shield agents in the mud, and Hawkeye's there. Hence why I put Hawkeye there on the thing. It's the first time we even saw Hawkeye as well. So yeah, the two of them were fighting, and the Shield agent and Thor were fighting each other in the mud, fist fighting. And honestly, that was a pretty good scene for me. I can't even lie. I like that scene. Just I thought it was funny kind of because Thor was like, and Thor, you know how Thor is, where he's like powerful and all, and it was fun seeing him be just like fist fighting somebody where another mortal was being all right and fighting him and stuff. And I thought that was really well done. And Hawkeye added an interesting touch as well. So yeah, yeah. Let's go on to the second part. The second scene. Yeah, I was deciding between a frost giant, the frost giant scene, and the destroyer, but I just ultimately decided to go with the frost giant one. I didn't go with the destroyer one just because I felt like that was kind of like the final battle, kind of. So I didn't want to put that in. So yeah, I decided to put in this one, and this one is pretty epic too as well. Uh, yeah, if you don't know what I'm talking about, the frost giant scene is where it happened in the first 20 minutes of the movie, where Thor travels to um, I can't remember the frost giant homeworld or whatever realm, or I can't remember too much. But yeah, they pretty much, yeah, they fight there, and Thor is smashing through frost giants, and then this huge big beast comes out, hence the thing that's on your screen right now. And he comes out and he starts fighting Thor and stuff, and I thought that was really good. Just action wise, honestly. I mean, not gonna say the dialogue sucked, but like action wise, it was pretty good, and it was visually entertaining as well. Just because the special effects, again, Marvel to me has always been really good with their special effects. I mean, they've had a few mishaps there, here and there, but other than that, Marvel's been really well with their special effects. Like, I've never seen too bad of a CGI fest. Like, I mean, yeah, again, there's some bad CGI effects, but Marvel, for the most part, in their 22 movies, or 23 or whatever, or 24 media for the MCU, uh, yeah, they like they never really make too much mistakes with CGI. They may have done it 4 times, 3 times. There's one that sticks out to me that I can remember, but yeah, visual effects are really good for Marvel. I must say that about them. And yeah, that's gonna be it for this week. As I said before, if I did another couple movies, this would have took me 20 minutes. So that's why. Next week, or sorry, next video, I'm think I'm gonna aim for like Wednesday or something. But yeah, I have to check my schedule. But yeah, uh, next week will be Captain America 1 and the Avengers. So yeah, other than that, thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.